everybody.
Hi everybody, it's Lee and Bridget from King Harvest and kingharvest.org. Today we're asking and answering some questions about using cannabis in lieu of Xanax or other anti-anxiety pharmaceuticals.
So the first question is, can I replace my Xanax with cannabis?
So, yes, it will take a little time. We would want to stabilize you on the cannabis oils, but we can absolutely stabilize you on the cannabis oils and then wean you off of the Xanax. Xanax is not something that, from personal experience, right? It's not something that you want to stay on for any length of time. It's not something that's going to actually be getting you better. It's going to only be masking symptoms while it makes you feel better in a short period of time. But, you know, we all have anxiety disorders for a reason, and the symptom of feeling anxious is not the cause. So what we want to do is look at the cause.
So the last time I used cannabis, I became very anxious and needed a Xanax. How can cannabis oil help my anxiety?
So in most people, indica-based cannabis oil will alleviate the symptoms of anxiety, right? If you smoke cannabis, that's a pretty large amount. And if somebody had anxiety, they were probably inhaling cannabis sativa, which, as we all know, right, can be exciting and stimulating and make it hard to sleep. And it can actually, in many cases, cause a panic attack if you've ever had a negative experience when smoking pot with your friends or family, or, you know, in Amsterdam or whatever. We hear that a lot. So very low doses of indica-based cannabis oil will knock down the anxiety, it'll rebalance you, it'll last for hours rather than minutes, and it'll give you the satisfaction that you're looking to get without needing to turn to Xanax. It's really good stuff.
Right, absolutely. So the next question is, how do cannabis side effects and Xanax side effects compare?
So Xanax, from what I understand, if one was to take too much medicine, they're going to be disoriented, they're going to be quite sleepy. If you were to drink any alcohol with that, that's going to exponentially exacerbate that. You're going to be quite loopy. But Xanax side effects, you know, pretty big hangover, waking up really groggy, not any real sleep, all that. Cannabis oil will literally create the same satisfaction, knock down the anxiety, but it's not going to prevent you from sleeping properly. It's not going to mask all the symptoms. It's going to go a long way in relaxing and restoring your body's ability to regulate itself and to get better, whereas again, you know, Xanax is just only going to be masking the problems. Taking chemicals, you know, that kind of a cognitive fog, again, from personal experience, you know, cannabis oils just don't do that. You can clear your head up, you can knock down the anxiety without all of those harmful side effects.
So the next question was, what is the benefit to taking cannabis instead of Xanax? And you just kind of explained that then.
So proper sleep, proper metabolic function, knocking down pain levels, knocking down inflammation. You see, if we're anxious, generally we're anxious for a reason, right? In a lot of cases with symptoms and disease, we're looking at not feeling very good causes anxiety, being stressed out causes anxiety. A lot of that has to do with how we feel on a minute-by-minute and hour-by-hour basis. So cannabis oils, the right kind of cannabis oils at different times of the day can mitigate the symptoms that you're taking Xanax for. It can work just the same way, just as brilliantly, without the harmful side effects, and more effectively than those pharmaceuticals. They'll get you better, help you get better, without masking the problems and making you foggy. So there really isn't a downside.
Okay. So when I have an anxiety attack, I need immediate relief. Can cannabis provide that for us?
Yes, two forms. So if you take it in oil form, it's going to take an hour to come on, and then it'll last for 6 hours, 4 to 6 hours in most people. If you need immediate relief, then what you want to look towards is some kind of a healthy vaporizer product, where it's an inhalant that's still in whole molecule form that King Harvest produces. There's no propylene glycol, and it fits into just any typical vape cartridge battery that you see in any local dispensary. So if you need immediate relief, right, then you want to look towards something that is going to process right through the mouth. So healthy organic vape is a good, example, and then you'd follow it up with some drops. So if I had a panic attack, I would take a little hit off of my vape, and then I would take some drops. The vape would get me through the first few minutes, and then the drops would kick in and take care of me for the rest of the day. Get me over the hump, if you will. Those are just a few of the ways that we use it, that we apply it, and the way it can be beneficial for people with these kinds of symptoms. I myself have a profound anxiety disorder, and as many of you have seen on some of the videos, there are instances where I have a stressful situation, or I'm going into a stressful situation. Unwind, indica-based cannabis oils can really help me get through tough times and even insulate myself from tough times if I know they're going to hit my trigger. So if you're someone with triggers, if you're someone who's anxious, if you're somebody who is ill at ease and you're just not really feeling that great in your own skin, please consider cannabis oil in very low doses, and it'll just get you feeling right, get your sails spread out, catching all the wind, and get you just trimming along nicely so you feel like your old self again. Okay? So please, any other questions, we're happy to help. This is Lee and Bridget again from kingharvest.org. We love you all. Happy healing.
Happy healing.
Hi everyone, this is Lee from King Harvest and kingharvest.org. I wanted to take a moment and thank you all for watching. If you like this video, please go ahead and subscribe or click on one of the videos to your right. Further, if you have any questions or comments, go ahead and leave them below. You can also visit us at kingharvest.org. Thank you again, and happy healing.